So you see that I have a Google Jamboard jam that's just blank and like freshly started, right? It's all white. And then I take the select tool and I'm actually like, whoa, where did that note come from? So I have these mystery spots on my jam. So notice I'm going to create a new sticky note. And then as I drag my sticky note, you'll see that I have found the mystery spot. So it's hidden behind there, but I'm actually able to grab it out of the mystery spot and drag it. So if you want to hide things around in your jam and make these mystery spots where students can find things like a treasure hunt, here's how you do it. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new frame, and I'm going to set the background to be not white. So I'll do this blue one, and I am going to use the marker, and I'm going to use the white ink on that. And now comes the fun part, and I definitely put the word fun in quotations, because what you're going to do is tediously color, scribble, scribble, scribble with that white pen on there to create the spot. Now I changed the background color so it's a lot easier for me to see that I've completely filled in my mystery spot. But then once I'm done with all of the scribbling, I'm going to change the backdrop back to being white so you can't tell that there's this hidden spot there at all. So just keep scribbling. Now, I don't know about you, but I like scribble like this. And the problem with that is, of course, you've got all of these holes in there. So I'm going to go ahead and add a sticky note just so I can gauge this. And I bring in, it comes behind my scribble. And so long as I can see the sticky note, I am not done. So I just have to keep scribbling. Scribble. Of course, I want to get some extra room in there. And what I'll usually do is move around the sticky note so that I get it much wider than just the exact spot of the note, just so I make sure I get it really good and colored in. I'm just scribbling with this white marker. You just got to keep doing it, and you can see all these little tiny glimmers of green, and I'm just have to keep coloring over top of those, creating this Google Jam mystery spot, and jam mystery spot. Here we go. Whoops. That's all right. Don't worry about it. Keep going. Keep going. You got to get rid of all of it. So I like to have that sticky note behind there because I can tell that I haven't fully colored in the entire mystery spot, and I can go get the eraser and clean up some of those boo-boos that I did so I can make it nice and clean. Not that it really matters because I'm going to undo. That's why it's a good idea to kind of lift up the stroke, so if you have to undo, it doesn't undo all of the cleanup that you did. And cleaning it up. All right, so you can see how this takes some time to make these mystery spots, but it's actually pretty fun to do because you know that you're creating these elements of surprise in your activity and lesson, and to me that makes it worth it. So, okay, so then I just go back to set background, and I change the background back to white, and my mystery spot is not visible. Now I can kind of see it over here because I know that it's there. You can see I didn't do a really super awesome job. If I had more time and wasn't just making YouTube video, I'd really make sure I got all of the entire space scribbled and colored in there. So what I'm using is I'm using the pen. So what I realized is that when you write with a pen on Jamboard, you can't move pen. You can move around text boxes, you can move around the notes, you can move around pictures, but you can't move around the pen. And the pen's always on the top layer. There is no order for the pen strokes. There is an order that you can layer up the other items on a gem, but not the pen. So that's where I got this idea. I'm like, well, if I just scribble with the pen and I make it a nice solid block, then it's going to create something that's going to always be on top or hiding things. But since it doesn't move, it gives me the ability to pull things in and out from underneath it.